So, as I expected, Iowa upset Michigan State. Michigan State are a ranked team, and in my opinion, Iowa are one of the 18 or 19 best teams in the country. Again, I apologize. Sorry about the lighting. My eyes are just a little bit iffy, so I can't really turn on both of my lights, so it's a little bit dark on this side. Either way, though, we got to talk right now about the Iowa Hawkeyes, because they came up huge and they have to go and win 5 games in 5 days to make history. I don't think they're going to do it, but it's an 11-6 upset. Like, it's one of the bigger upsets, or it's been the biggest upset of the of the Big Ten tournament. Florida beat Alabama, which is, again, an 11-6 upset. But for me, this was like, from early on, like, Iowa early on in the game were the better team. They looked better than Michigan State. They just couldn't hit a shot. And then, ironically, down the stretch, Michigan State just couldn't hit a shot. Second quarter was crazy. Michigan State turned the ball over like 9 times in the second quarter. And to be fair, early on in the game, it was Olsen and Van Sluten that were absolutely like Hannah Stokey could not live with either of those. And then when Addie O'Grady played, like, Addie O'Grady has had some good games. She has some good games. She has some bad games. Addie O'Grady was bad today. She was really bad today. So, to be fair, like, she's been playing well this year. She was very poor. But there was one player that really changed everything. Like, I thought early on in the game, I thought Guyton was good to start the game. She didn't hit any shots, but I thought there's a bit of energy there. And, like, I'll talk a little bit about Ava Heiden. But in the first half, Iowa, it was really just Lucy Olsen carry job in the first half. That's all it was. Or first quarter. First quarter was a Lucy Olsen carry job. Like, nothing, like, nobody could do anything else on the team well except Lucy Olsen in that first quarter. And in the second quarter, she ended up in the second quarter getting a bit of rest because, well, if you want to go win 5 games in 5 days, you can't overplay her. And then Hannah Stokey went and picked up a third foul. The two of them picked up third fouls in the third. And that really changed it, because there was a play early on in the third quarter where Lucy Olsen drew a charge and they called a block. And then maybe 10 seconds later, Hannah Stokey gets called for a phantom foul for her third foul. And then Stokey comes back on the court on 3 and she picks up her fourth within about 30 seconds. So instead of putting Addie O'Grady in, who normally would come in for Stokey, they went with Ava Heiden. Ava Heiden is averaging 4.2 points per game. For Ava Heiden's career, the most points she scored was today. And I'm telling you, she was who won them the game. Yes, Lucy Olsen was the best player in this game. Ava Heiden won Iowa this game. She went on an individual run, and it was like, not only on the offensive end, on the defensive end, like, Grace Van Sluten is one of the better players in college basketball, averaging 15.6 points, 7 rebounds, and 53% from the field. She couldn't do anything. She was killing them early. Ava Heiden was locking Van Sluten down. And on the defensive end, Van Sluten was really struggling to deal with Ava Heiden, who's long, finished well. Maybe, again, this was just a fluke game. Maybe. This was a fluke game for her, but I haven't seen somebody averaging 4 points per game, hadn't really played much. Like, she looked so confident. Like, she was calling her own number, which is a crazy thing to see. Like, it's very rare that you will see a player, again, not playing too many minutes. Like, let's just look at the Iowa basketball Twitter right now. Let's look at the Iowa basketball Twitter, and we are going to go into a little bit of a different screen right now. Let's look at their Twitter. So, you're looking, obviously this is Stokey down the stretch, but if you want to look at that run, like, it got to the stage where she was playing instead of a Fulter to end the game. Like, she was playing ahead of a Fulter. So, like, this was the one of the possessions that changed the game. And by the way, Ava Heiden had just scored previous possession before this. But the ball gets kicked to Lucy Olsen. Like Ava Heiden, you can see her. She's taken off. She sees that they're running slow. She takes off. They don't expect her. Comes in. They clip her leg on the finish and won. Like, that was a huge, huge possession from Ava Heiden. And then, obviously, this was Lucy Olsen. This was the pass of the game. Like, a lot of times, like Lucy Olsen, her ability to dump off is really good. So she dumps it off to Heiden for the finish there. And again, obviously, that's just making a layup. That's being in the right position. But like, and then obviously, as soon as she got confidence, a couple of easy buckets, she's there sealing. Like, they can't stop her. She's just able to turn. She's able to finish. And like, this is just a solo run by her. Like, they were down. They were down in this game. They were down most of the game. But Ava Heiden basically went on a like one-woman show in that late third, early fourth quarter. And it got to the stage then where Iowa were, well, they weren't comfortable in the end. Like, it was a 5-point game with what? Like 90 seconds to go. And Lucy Olsen, again, like, you never expect Lucy Olsen to miss a free throw. Whereas quite a few of the others did miss some free throws. You never expect her to miss a free throw. Stokey, I thought, was fine when she was on. Like, some of the fouls, again, I think her fourth foul was a little bit soft, but probably was a foul. Like, I thought, to be fair, only 17 turnovers. The way Michigan State full court pressed, like, I know it's only 17 sounds really bad, but like, Michigan State were playing a type of defense where they were gambling and everything. So, like, they gambled and gave up open layups. Like, they were giving up open layups, open jump shots. And with that type of gamble defense, you're going to, on the box score, you're going to turn the ball over a lot. But yeah, it was a huge fourth quarter performance. And again, like, Fulter did not have a good game. She didn't. I thought she did an okay job getting the ball up the floor, almost like in a point guard role. 6 points. She just didn't have a normal game for her. But Taylor McCabe hitting some big threes, especially in the fourth. And Feuerbach, like, Feuerbach, she hadn't hit a shot all game, and then she hits the dagger. She hit the dagger to make it 12. But Iowa is the Lucy Olsen show. There is no way that Lucy Olsen should not be drafted in the WNBA. That is, simply put, it. And again, got to give credit to Michigan State. They couldn't hit a shot, but their defense, the way they played, their defense, exceptional. And Iowa go 10 deep. Iowa went 10 deep in that game. So it's going to be an interesting one. They play Ohio State tomorrow. And I just want to see, have Ohio State played a game? No. That's where the problem is that you didn't want to get in that 11th seed. Just because if they can beat Ohio, if they somehow beat Ohio State and go 3 wins in 3 days, like, when is their next game? What time is that at? Surely it's not only in a couple of hours, which would be nuts. So they are playing, okay, they're playing at the same time tomorrow, 2 a.m. my time. It's grand. Like, I know USC are on really early. But yeah, so when it comes to Iowa, they have been doing, like, they played really well today. But Lucy Olsen, like, she is becoming one of the best players in college basketball. All around, her passing, her playmaking, her shot creation. I thought she was very hesitant. She really was hesitant shooting the ball. From 3 anyway. But, like, she nearly had a 21-point double-double with 4 steals. She had more steals than turnovers. Like, Lucy Olsen is becoming... I was not high on Lucy Olsen. I thought she was all right at the start of the year, but Iowa just were just beating everyone. They didn't have any difficult games. And then I thought she was very poor in the Michigan State loss, the last one. And I thought she was very poor during their 5-game losing streak. But it's like something clicked in that USC game. And since then, she's been one of the best players in Division 1. She's become much more of a facilitator, averaging nearly 7 assists since then. She's shooting the 3-ball better. She's shooting it more and she's shooting it better. Like Lucy Olsen, there's no way. There is absolutely no way that Lucy Olsen should not be taken in the WNBA draft. But anyway, yeah, that is the video. Obviously, this is it's a late upload. It's 4 a.m. my time. I'm going to go to bed and I got to get up in like 8 hours and immediately start work again. The joys of running 4 YouTube channels at the minute. But anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.